Because sometimes you just need to get some stuff in the back of your car. So first up is Small Sawmill. This is by NASA B82, 6.72 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under production chains. And they're going to cost you 36 grand each. Two different versions, both going to be doing the same sort of shenanigans. Now, we had a similar sort of mod from this modder out the other day. Different products going in, and well, to be fair, that's making some oil. But obviously, they've used the same building, and it's going to be making a sawmill for you. Now, they work both the same. So you got your loading in point just there, your pallet spawn point, and then you've got your production chain menu down this side. It's going to be doing the usual shenanigans. You've got your planks long, your wood, and your wood chips going in. So you can make all sorts of different recipes on the go. But to be fair, for the small sawmills, yeah, the base game ones, they don't allow you to do the prefab walls, which is all right indeed. But and again, if you've got a small amount of space, you know, you didn't think, oh, I can't really fit a big sawmill in. Or if you've got one of the previous ones, the old oil mills, and you think, you know, maybe I want to keep the old aesthetic the same, yeah, get one of these on the go. Right, next up is Granaries. This is by Radix Games, 1.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under silos. Now, for some reason, they're not putting the menu the right way. So we've got the first one, which is the big one, just there, 5,000 litre capacity. We then got the small one, which is just there. That's going to be 2,000 litre capacity. And we then got the medium one at the bottom, which is going to be 3,000 litre capacity. So they're not going to be massive. But if you was to put them, I don't know, say at the side of your chicken coop, yeah, you got some food just there, ready to go. And you come up to it as well. You can open up the hatch. There you are. There's your crop inside. Obviously, they're empty at the minute, but I like that little concept of it all. You can close the hatch down. Yeah, right by a chicken coop. Bang some wheat or some barley in. That'll fit in nicely. Right, next up is Pig Food Mixer. This is by Grimlock RRC, 1.17 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under production chains. And it's going to cost you 50 grand to place down, and once you've got it down, you can be making some food for your little bacon sandwiches. So you've got your loading in point and taking out point by the pipe just there. Then you've got your production chain menu in there. You've got 4 different recipes, so they're going to be doing the base food, the corn. That's always going to stay the same. And then you can have some different versions of that. So you've got a barley and soybeans, or barley and sunflower. Or you can have wheat and soybeans, and then wheat and sunflowers. But on all 4 of them, you're still going to need some corn as well. Fair enough. Need some pig food? Get one of these on the go. I mean, down this side is all the gubbins, all the silos. Yeah, very nice. Next up is Liquid Manure Dryer. This is by NASA B82, 7.67 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under production chains. And that's going to cost you 50 grand to place down. And to be fair, this is awesome. I mean, I do like it. So you got your taking out point just by that pipe just there. Your loading in point is by the grating just there. Your production chain menu is just there. And on the front, it's got all the things that can be going on. This whole thing. So we're going to the production chain menu there, so we can be making digestate, herbicide, lime, liquid fertilizer, manure and solid fertilizer. Obviously the inputs are going to be lime, manure, slurry, stones, water and wood chips. Fair enough. But what I do like about it is when you put different stuff in, obviously things happen. So you put wood chips in, they're going to come in that bit. The old fill plane shows in there. In this one, I first put stones in, and that filled up a little bit. Then I put lime in as well, and it filled up on the top. Alright, fair enough. But I put manure in. Oh, that's a steaming heap of stuff just there. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, you come down here. You got this little water spout, waterfall, whatever. This is where your slurry's going to be. I'm just wondering if that's where your water comes out as well, because yeah, you wouldn't want to be drinking that anyway. But that being said, that's a nice little setup. I mean, I do like it. So make a little, yeah, intricate. That's the best word, intricate. When you come up here, you got a little walkway as well. You can have a look over your steaming pile of stuff. Dear, oh dear. Obviously, there's a bit of a storage tank as well. All the action is done at the front, but that is ace. Next up is Empty Pallet and Box Production. This is by Weekend Farmers Texas, 2.98 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under productions. Now, it's going to cost you 60 grand to place down, and as the name would suggest, you can be making empty pallets and boxes. Now, these are interesting because they stack up nicely, and the empty boxes you can lift up if you've got liftable pallet mod on, but the pallets you can't. They're a little bit too heavy. So if you come down here, you've got your loading in point, no problem, all your stuff goes in there. We then got our production chain menu just there. So there you are. So you've got your planks long, and your wood beams going in, and obviously making your empty pallets or empty boxes. Now, around this side is going to be your taking out point for your wood chips. If you think, well, to be making anything out of wood, you're going to have some sort of wood chips, aren't you? But all right, fair enough. And we'll come over here. If you don't fancy making them yourself, you can actually buy them. There we are. So you've got your empty pallets, empty boxes. You go for whichever one you want if you don't fancy making them. Now, if this was to be on a multiplayer map, you don't even need to own it. So if you was to, go onto a map and your friend owned this facility, you could still go up and buy pallets from it or boxes, which is all right indeed. Now, I think there has been a couple of mods out that requires pallets, so this could fit in nicely. And even if you're not on a multiplayer map, you can actually sell the stuff off. I mean, which we've got there on the old 4 Fields map, Harbour Selling Station, and the multi-purpose buying station that I put down is saying, 247,000 per 1,000 litres. But bearing in mind, you've got to divide that by 1,000, because I sold a empty box, and it gave me 247. So, take that with a pinch of salt, because obviously they're not 1,000 litres themselves, but it's still a great thing. And next up is Home Weight. This is by Rowdy Christie 1 VSR Modding Serve, 1.29 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, underweight. Now, it's going to cost you $3.5 grand, and for that, you're going to get 3.5 ton, which is, what is it, 1,000? I don't even know the maths. 100 kilos per 100. Yeah, we'll go with that anyway. So you've got the option of circular brushed metal. You can have aluminium anti-slip paint, galvanized metal, and then back to the original. You then got your weights. You got front weight, rear weight. All right, interesting. What's it's both got a 3-point on the front, but okay, fair enough. Is what it is. I mean, I've got a trailer hitch on there as well. So if you put it on the back, you can still tow something behind, which is all right. The main colour, we'll go with a purple. It's going to, metallic purple. That is looking all right indeed. Then you got your design colour, which is obviously going to do those bits. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the WM185 mower. This is by AAA Modding, 3.89 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under mowers. Now, it's going to require 26 horsepower from your tractor, 1.9 metre working width, and a 13 mile an hour working speed for 8.5 grand if you don't go for the optional covers. There you are, bare bones. Yeah, don't put your hands in there. That's just a little bit dangerous. You then got your configuration option. So you got your WM185. You can have the RK185 or the WM. So you got your class, or you've got, well, I suppose it's still saying class. Just a different colour version. But all right, fair enough. You then got your covers, yes or no. You then got your main colour. I imagine that's going to be the covers, actually. Yeah, there we are. Obviously mounts to a 3-point and then spins out to the side. I mean, 1.9 metre is going to be for your small farm shenanigans, but that's not bad at all. Right, next up is the Amazon D830. This is by Puzzcap, 7.27 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Cedars. Now, we start off with a ton of optional extras on, so we'll get rid of that. Now, main colour, that's just, we want to get to 0. Want the 0 option. What if we come in from the shop and we've got all the optional extras on? There you are. That's your bargain basement one, your 10 grand one. Right, fair enough. 1,000 litre capacity, 85 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 metre working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed. You then have your options of markers. Number 1, number 3, and then number 2, then back to number 1. That just goes the wrong way, but okay, fair enough. You then got your rake, yes or no. It's going to put those on the sides like that. You then got your main stickers. You can have it as a worn out version, new versions, or the worn out. Reflectors, yes or no. It's going to put those on the side. Then you got your main colour. I mean, if you're going with the cheapest version, that's a very used green indeed. I like that. Or you could go with whatever you like. So you go for a blue, then again, you go for match. You get the idea. You change the colour. So that's those bits. The design colour, we'll go with pink. It's going to do those bits just there. And then rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. All right, fair enough. I mean, again, 3 metre working with small farm shenanigans, but that's all right indeed. Next up is the Forigo Roteritalia Shredders Pack. This is by DD Mod Passion, 19.84 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under mulches. So first up, we've got the DT25 500, 110 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 5 metre working width, and 11 mile an hour working speed for 22,350. You then have the option of designs. You've got rollers, twin wheels, or rollers. That's interesting, I must admit. Then you've got position of the designs. You've got 0 degrees, 22 degrees. All right, so it's putting it up a little bit. Fair enough. 44 degrees, 66, and then back to 0. So I'd imagine in real life, that's probably going to be how deep it goes into... Well, it's a mulcher, so it wouldn't go into the ground, but... Or how close it goes to the ground. All right, fair enough. Top link position. So we've got high, low, or high. Attacher type, so we've got power takeoff, yellow and in black. Then got position of deflectors, so 0 degrees. I see it's on the back, there we are. 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 50, 60, 70. Then back to 0. Then you've got your configuration, mulcher or a mower. Main colour is going to be interesting. What's that done? It's not changed the colour on anything. All right, fair enough. Well, actually, what if we go for that? Is it under there? Or if we go for a mower, is it change anything? Is it the shaft inside? I can't quite see. Go for something brighter. Let's go for a pink. No, not really seeing what that colour change is doing, but okay, fair enough. Power takeoff is going to be obviously the power takeoff. Well, I say obviously. I mean, it's not. It's the side shafts going on. But all right, fair enough. And then rim colour is obviously going to be. Well, I hope it's going to be the rims. Yeah, there we are. 0 D. Now, if you're thinking 5 metre is a little bit too small, well, they've got 2 other versions. So we've got the 5 metre. Well, it's saying 5 metre there, which is interesting because if you come out to there, it's got 5 metre and a 5.6, and the name is the 560. So I'd imagine that's the 5.6. Which is strange, something going on with there, but all right, fair enough. And then you've also got the 600, so as you can imagine, that's going to be your 6 metre, even though it's only showing the 5 metre working width in the icons. But all right, fair enough. Next up is the B32D. This is by Holtz FS, 5.07 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under disc harrows. Now, this requires 70 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 3.4 metre working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed for $3.5 grand. The only option is going to be to change the main colour, which is going to do the top bit. All right, fair enough. I mean, a disc harrow, small farm shenanigans with the old 3.4 metre. That's all right, that is. And next up is the Ino Vvp. This is by Wolfx Modding, 6.48 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Grape Tools. Now, to be fair, this is ace, I must admit. Now, obviously, it is going to be for going through your grapevines and your olive groves and whatever, but what this is a fertilizer spreader, solid fertilizer spreader, and a subsoiler all in one. So, you know, when we say, oh, if it's got like a 3-point on the back, 2 jobs in one, this is literally 2 jobs in one. That is ace. 200 litre capacity for your solid fertiliser, 65 horsepower requirement for your tractor, and a 1.5 metre working width with a 7 mile an hour working speed for $5 grand. That is awesome. I mean, at 1.5, that's fine, you know, because you're doing the old grapevines, but also as well, look there. You've got the Ino, however you pronounce that. It's cut out of the metal. Oh, I love it. I love that when people do that. That is awesome. Next up is the Lizard AACR2. This is by Sir Vertex and Teak Modding, 5.25 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under ploughs. Now, it's got 120 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 1.7 metre working width, and a 7 mile an hour working speed for 17 grand. You can then change the rod colour. So you have black, silver. To be fair, right? So we've gone black, we've gone silver, which is orange. We've then gone fully covered, and then back to the black. But that's not silver, though, is it? Because it's orange. All right, fair enough. You then got your working width, so 1.7 meter working width. You've got 2.2, 2.7, and then back to 1.7. And then you've got your main colour. We'll go for grey. It's going to do everything. She's saying that. The grey with the black bits on. Oh, that is looking good. Right, next up is the HTS 100.27. This is by AAA Modding, 19.5 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Slurry Tankers. Now, it's got a 10,000 litre capacity, 80 horsepower requirement for your tractor, and a 10 metre working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed for 19.5 grand. You can then change the configurations. You've got standard, you've got brown chassis, green chassis, red chassis, custom pickers. So you could basically pick whatever you like, or back to your standard. Now, if you do go for the custom one, obviously it gives you one more colour change option. You then got your wheel setups. You've got your standard T1670R20. Yeah, different size tyres. Right, okay, fair enough. Crawler tracks. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's tracks, but not tracks at the same time. They're obviously going around these standard tyres, but that is ace, so I do like that. And if you have gone for the custom picker, you can then change the chassis to, let's face it, whatever you like. Your main colour is going to be the tank, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, that looks awesome. With the tracks, I'll go for the tracks every day of the week. Next up is the Lizard Flatbed Trailer. This is by NMC T-Bone, 9.17 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Baling Transport. Now, this has got a 15 grand price tag, and it's got the auto load option, which is all right indeed. Now, it's going to do your 125 to 180 centimetre round bales and your 120 to 240 centimetre square bales. And if you do go for the round, they're going to be 34 for the 125, the 26 for the 150 centimetre, the 22 for the 180 centimetre, and then for your square bales, it's going to do 324 for the 120 centimetre baby bales, 36 for the 180 centimetre, 30 for the 220 centimetre, and 30 for the 240 centimetre. So you're going to get plenty of bales on the go with this, which is all right indeed. You do have the option to have it without an auto load, but obviously we're going to go with the auto load. The extension is going to put that bit on the front just there. The main colour is obviously going to do the main colour. The design colour, well, we'll go for yellow. It's going to do the mudguards. Design colour again, we'll go over pink. It's going to do the back bit. All right, fair enough. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, to get this working, all you need to do is just press LB and X, turn it into operating position. Job done. Then to move them out, just do LB and right stick left and right. There we are. And then do LB and Y, drop them down. Job's a good one. Although I will say this, swivel axe on the front, not my greatest thing for reversing, but alright, fair enough. Right, next up is the Fortschritt T 088 pack. This is by AAA Modding, 28.15 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under trailers. Now, the first one is the 12,000 litre capacity, and it's going to cost you 20 grand. You can then change the configuration and go for a trailer, which is going to give you, if that's not a trailer, what is it? Okay, you go trailer, that's going to give you 25,000 litre capacity, manure spreader, which is all right. That being said, doesn't say how much it's going to be spreading or working with, but okay. Fertilizer spreader, again, doesn't really say how much it's going to be spreading, but all right, fair enough. Now, if you go for the trailer version of the trailer, yeah, you then got your wheel setup. Well, you've got wheel setup on all of them, to be fair. So you got your crawler tracks. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. You then got your standard one. Go for the crawler tracks every day. The design is going to be active side right, active side left, without roller, or you back to your standard. And you got your chassis colour, which is going to be everything. And then your rim colour is going to be your rims. I'll go for the tracks every day of the week. And the last mod for the day is the Skoda Kodiaq RS Plus. This is by Just Farming, 7.33 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, it's got a 190 horsepower engine, 111 mile an hour top speed, and a 39 grand price tag. You can then change the rims. So you got your Sagittarius, you got your Sagittarius Aero, and then back to the normal ones. Then you got your windows, so you got your tinted on the back windows or not. Then you got with or without parcel shelf. Let's take the tinted window off. There we are. So it's got without as it currently is. You then add a parcel shelf in if you want to. You then got your main colour, which can be yeah, go on, let's do it. It's going to be that. Your interior colour. All right, let's do that bit. It's going to do like your door cards and your dash and whatever. Now, this is probably one of the best Skodas in the game, to be fair, because there's a... Yeah, we'll come to it. Now, LB and right stick left and right. That is going to open up your driver's door. We'll spin it back round and LB and right stick up and down. It's going to open up the passenger door. Then if we zoom in a little, if we do LB and RB together and right stick left and right, that's going to tilt your chair backwards and forwards. Stretching your arms a little bit, mind you, but okay. LB and right stick up and down, it's going to be moving the seat backwards and forwards like that. And then LB and right stick on the left, LB and RB and right stick left and right. That's a bit better. It's going to move your steering wheel up and down. And then we've got RB and right stick. Yeah, we're not done yet. Left and right, it's going to be opening up the other passenger door like that. RB and right stick up and down, it's going to be opening up this passenger door. All 4 doors. Oh, fair enough, but as you can probably see from the one next to it, LB and A open up the boot. Oh, this is where it comes into its own, because you can now put stuff in the back of your car. I mean, obviously we've had pickup trucks, you know, and you put stuff in the back of that, but you know, this is like, it's the first time you can actually put stuff in the back of a car in 25, unless I'm mistaken. So obviously you do have a little bit of consideration for what you can put in the back. There we are, like that. I mean, it has got straps in as well. You can strap it down and you fold the boot down, and it's going to have a little bit of a dance, mind you, whilst it settles down, but then away you go. I mean, obviously that one is the one without the partial shelf. This is the one with the partial shelf, and it just goes straight through. So there's no collision on the partial shelf, so you're not really phased by that at all. But that being said, I like that. That's ace.